Now get a whiff of this. You come in from a hot day of sightseeing in hot and humid weather to your hotel. You crave a shower more than anything, but the idea of a quick cocktail at the bar before you head up to your room is too enticing. You order a cocktail upon recommendation of the charming bartender, made from citrus-infused liquor, gin, and muddled herbs, and a generous squirt of orange zest. As it hits the back of your throat, you feel a refreshing blast of the aircon fan hitting the back of your neck as it goes through its directional cycle. You think to yourself that another round while basking in the rooftop pool might be a better alternative than the shower you've been thinking of. After all, you're in Italy and you're on vacation. In addition, you're likely to see perhaps some attractive scantily clad bathers up there who might be interested in joining you. Acqua di Parma is an Italian brand that started as a small factory in Parma, of course. This fragrance, Colonia, was the first of the house and was created way back in 1916. And seeing as the stuff still flies off shelves, I'd say that this is a classic. Okay, I'm sure the formula has probably been tweaked a little bit over the years, but still. Originally, it was used to aromify handkerchiefs, but it became a status symbol of sorts among celebrities in North America and Europe before World War I and then after World War II. Cary Grant, Eva Turner, and Audrey Hepburn were among earlier fans. Acqua di Parma is now a major fragrance house with worldwide distribution. LVMH purchased the company in 2003, so yeah, I imagine that the company is perhaps less discreet than they used to be. The bottling and packaging in general are minimalist and elegant and molto italiano. I love that it has the royal coat of arms on the packaging here and here. And yellow is the perfect color for the box in this case, as it's basically a citrus cologne. But actually, yellow is also the color of the brand's original and staple fragrance collection. There are now 5 collections in total, I think. And there are apparently a lot of yellow buildings in Parma itself. The shape of the container is also a bit like a hat box, and I believe this is also a nod to the brand's origins. Colonia was originally promoted in men's tailor shops owned by the Baron Carlo Magnani, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, who started the company in Parma, which was more of the cultural hub at that time compared to today. And the notes are Now these notes are from a mix of Fragrantica and the Acqua di Parma website listing. The former gave more details about the citruses and the latter overlooked particularly the musk, but also the jasmine and amber. This fragrance is fresh, bright, and just a tad spicy from the beginning. So let me spray a fresh one on my blotter strip here. Yeah, it's stringent. It's a sharp citrus and there's verbena in there. And there's an interesting heart of rose which pulls it into the almost floral shipe direction, but then the vetiver pushes it back up. And that's at the after a few minutes here. So I'll put the older one here. Yeah, now you can smell it. Yeah, and there's this gentle push-pull action going on between the mid notes and the top notes. And then the lavender, rosemary, and amber get jostled around and show their cheeriness from time to time. And actually the mid notes and their romance with the top notes is my favorite part of the fragrance. It's like you're on a morning walk in nature and the sun comes out to spritz lemon juice on the flowers while you're passing them, and that causes the flowers to open up and stand to full erection. Attention. Erection. My plant's moving. Don't move. Don't move, plant. Stop pushing me. Yeah, sometimes I sniff the base notes trying to tether the whole thing together, but nope. Beautiful as that would be, it's too fleeting. This scent, the whole scent is fleeting. Mind, I guess beauty is fleeting, and that short life is arguably the quality that makes it so beautiful to begin with. No? Comments? Anyway, once the citrus herb chypre shuffle dance stops, out of the remaining slight stickiness of your skin, if you do spray it on your skin, which I didn't for this video, oh darn, but I remember it. It might come up after a while, but basically it's the reason why I don't like this scent. It's the soapiness that comes at the end. It's a really soapy, and I don't like soap. It's caused by the musk, I know, or maybe the friction between the rose and the citrus. I think it's the musk. So at the end of the day, or perhaps I should say more accurately, at the end of the scent, there's too much soapy musk in the formula for me. I don't know, maybe other people can't smell it, but I can, and it's annoying. And it's not there yet. It will, oh no, it's there. It's there. And that's a fresh spray. Oh, it's just my general preference, I know, but generally speaking, I prefer a pinch of skank to a dash of suds any day. The soapiness isn't always there, but when it does froth up, it's all I smell. Until I don't. I have a bit of a nausea going on when it comes to musk. Nonetheless, Colonia is the prototype citrus cologne. Back in the day, I imagine there were not a lot of fresh and light scents like this one. I imagine it really stood out, much more original than compared to the present. I've read this fragrance referred to as a barbershop scent, and the brand does sell shaving kits and grooming kits that are included that include this fragrance, but to my mind this scent is too unisex and citrusy for that association. There are noticeable floral notes which offer up the traditional feminine archetype, and there's lavender and herbs, traditionally a match for masculine scents. Of course, fragrance gendering is hogwash and is used for marketing purposes, but Colonia is defined as unisex on Fragrantica, despite the shaving kits. I mean, heck, women shave anyway, not necessarily the same places as men, but still. Words that come to mind for me for this scent are kind of like Frank Sinatra, classic, prestige, locker room in a fancy club, Marlon Brando as the Godfather and all his minions, sophistication, and my friend Alan, to whom I'm planning to send this gem because it's his signature scent and because he deserves a wee giftie. Colonia's longevity, sillage, and projection, all the performance indicators, quite frankly, suck with this scent. You'll need a lot of sprays to get notice. Its brightness is fleeting, and the entire progression of the scent doesn't last long. I get just a few hours. But you know, what do you expect from a citrus fragrance, and a cologne at that? If you love summer citrus scents, you probably know all about citrus performance issues going into it. The flip side is, of course, that you'll never be overbearing or obnoxious. So to me, this is a somewhat versatile scent, although your fragrance won't be heard in the club. Yeah, it's more of a day scent than night, I think, and although you could wear this in any season you wanted, it shines in summer, and spring perhaps as well. It can be indeed worn in both casual and formal situations, and even if you overspray, I think. But can you overspray with this? I very much doubt you'll offend anyone, so it's great for the office. Because I live in a generally warm climate, I'm finally starting to appreciate lighter and fresher fragrances, especially citrus, which is great at cutting through oppressive humidity. It's just such a bloody shame that citrus is a short-lived top note. I cannot deny that Colonia is, or at least at one time was, a masterpiece of sorts at the end of the day. Over 100 years and still modern? Yeah. This fragrance deserves respect, but in more recent decades, I don't know, there's a lot of competition in this genre, and I own quite a few bottles of citrus fragrances now. These two come to mind, and I've got more. I'll be reviewing these shortly. Colonia has become the granddaddy of a long line of copycats and flankers. So for that reason, and mostly due to the soapiness, This is a pass for me. My friend Alan will be thrilled though when he gets it in the post. But next time he sprays it and I'm around, I think I'll ask him to spray it more and bring it along on our outings so I can enjoy it on him too. The scent comes in 20, 50, 100, and 180 milliliter sizes, depending on where you shop in the world. And the scent's also available in lotions, creams, shampoos, conditioners, aftershave, balm, and talcum powder, and bath oil, and all that. Not all the individual Acqua di Parma country websites appear to list prices, but I did find that the Italian site lists this 50 milliliter bottle for 86 euros. That's not terrible, especially considering its heritage and the lively, decorous quality packaging and presentation. But seeing how this is a cologne, albeit not the weakest of colognes, it does still translate into less than ideal performance. So I would suggest searching for this secondhand, as I did, or try your fragrance discounters. But you know, I say that for pretty much all fragrances because the majority of my stuff I do get secondhand. Okay, my lovelies, that is it for today. I will see you in next video, and I think I will indeed look at the new Les Eaux Chanel collection next video. All right, Saint Gourmand signing out. Mwah.